here and welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jade. The channel is predominantly about health, nutrition, me, and at the moment a little bit about lockdown because I'm currently in lockdown. We've been in lockdown for 8 weeks. However, we went into hard lockdown 6 days ago, and then today they decided to restart it. So it was meant to be day 6 of 14 days, but today started day 1 of a new 14 days. Yay me. Okay, living the dream. All right, enough of that. I'm going to talk about anxiety when you're in lockdown. I've suffered a fair bit of anxiety over the last 8 weeks, now nearly 9 weeks, and yesterday I had a really bad anxiety attack, which I hadn't had in a long time. It can become really overwhelming when you're locked down, and so I really started looking at different things I need to focus on or not focus on. The number one thing that I've found, like searching online, that the experts are saying, and I really felt this for myself, is to stop dwelling on COVID and coronavirus. And it's easier said than done when you're like, and you want to know what's going on in the media. Especially for me, I'm living in Vietnam. I want to get back into Australia. So I'm focusing on what's going on in Australia and what's going on here in Vietnam. So when I'm seeing Australia getting worse, I'm getting anxious. And when I'm seeing Vietnam getting worse, I'm getting more anxious. I'm then going onto social media, and I was posting different things about the virus, and I even had to stop looking at the different notifications about it because people are saying this is this way and other people are saying no, it's not, and I'm like, it can get too much, a little bit overwhelming. The next thing I read was write a journal, and I'm basically doing that on my Facebook page every day. I'm just like sort of noting down how I'm feeling, what's going on, all sorts of things, and I actually like doing that. That's something I look forward to doing. Well, I don't look forward to talking about writing about the circumstances. Believe me, I wish I was writing about being stuck in Rome or Paris or something like that, and enjoying the scenery. Unfortunately, I'm stuck in a house which it's quite warm. Luckily, the cooler weather is a little bit in. If it was a couple of months ago, God help me, it was super hot. Anyhow, so yeah, I'm focusing on is writing a journal each day. And look, you don't have to post it on social media if that's not something you feel comfortable with. You can just put it in the notes section of your phone. If you want to put it on your phone, you can type it up on Word, or you can get a pen and paper and write it down. It's up to you. You can even speak into your speaker on your phone and just record it and save it on there. But I just find it's a great way to get things out. Another thing I read was gratitude. Look, I'm a huge believer in having gratitude. When you start being grateful for the things that are going good in your life, rather than focusing on all the bad, you do start to feel better. So some of the things I am genuinely, truly grateful for, especially whilst I'm here in Vietnam, and there's many people who would literally be starving at this point in time here in Vietnam because there's no government assistance, there's no food assistance, and everything's shut. So I'm genuinely grateful that I've got food, I've got a bed to sleep on, I've got a roof over my head. You know, those things I'm genuinely grateful for. I'm genuinely grateful for the fact that I was able to purchase a ticket to go home, even though we're currently in July and it's not till November. But, you know, the wheels are in motion. It may happen. It may or may not happen, but there's a little bit of gratitude there for that. Anyway, so having some sort of gratitude is really important. The other thing I read was to not focus on the fact that you're locked down. And look, that's easier said than done because you do start focusing on it. Like you start thinking, oh my God, I'm locked down, how much longer? And today, not so bad. A little bit bad when I found out we're starting day 1 again. I was a little bit, But yesterday, really bad. I was really focusing on it. I started going crazy. I started looking, and look, I know how impossible it is to get flights. Like, I've been trying to do this for a while, but I started going crazy again, trying to look at flights and everything, but it was impossible. So, but yeah, started, I've got to get out. I've got to get out. I'm a vegan and I don't believe in zoos or anything like that, but seriously, after being locked up, no wonder those poor animals just pace and go mad, because what a horrible life. Zoos are absolutely disgusting. And more than ever now, since this lockdown, I believe it. I can't even go out for a walk. Like, I can't go for a walk, and I feel like just every last piece of freedom's being taken away from me. And these poor animals, they must go through that. Anyway, I'm digressing. What's a vegan video if you don't throw a bit of that in anyway? So just looking at the other notes I had here. So setting a routine. Now that's super important, and I've been really trying to do that over the last 2 days. So I get up, I exercise. I'm trying to exercise. I've got a spare room here. I've got a skipping rope. I've got stairs. I'm going up and down the stairs. I'm doing some squats. I've got my mat out. I'm doing my sit-ups and my push-ups and like a few other high-intensity exercises, and some light weights. So I'm setting up a routine with my exercise, which is good, because usually, I must admit, I like the walk. I like to walk. I can walk forever. Like, I love walking. I love walking with my own company too. I love going into my own thoughts. Because I'm not walking, I'm getting back into a good exercise routine, which is good for me. I used to be extremely disciplined with my exercise. A little bit not the greatest in the last 12 months. Anyway, so I'm getting into that, which is good. My fitness needs to improve heavily. Cut down on fueling your anxiety. So if anything is fueling your anxiety, stop doing it. And if it's the fact that you are like focusing on COVID, what's going on and whatever, look, just limit it to like 30 minutes a day. Okay, I'm up to date, know what's going on, shut it off, because it's too easy. You can leave the television on and you'll just hear it over and over and over and over. And then the more you hear about it, the more it starts cementing in your brain. Oh my God, this is never going to end. Which, to be honest with you, is it ever going to end? I don't know. I don't know. Stay focused on the here and now. So yeah, stay in the present moment. Stop worrying about the future, which I know can be easier said than done, but there was good advice on this website. This particular website I found this on was the Black Dog Institute. When I did my counselling certification, we actually studied the Black Dog book. Or was it my mental health certificate? Anyway, one of my certifications, we studied that particular book. So that institute, I have high regard for what they have to say. Look after your body. So get enough sleep. That's something I've been struggling with, I must admit, and I really believe it's because I'm just not using enough energy throughout the day, because I've come from like being so busy working all day and night with little children, and I've done that basically for the last nearly 4 years, and all of a sudden now I'm like doing nothing, and I'm just like up. It's 10:30 here and I'm like posting a YouTube video. I would be dead to the world asleep, like usually, because I'm so exhausted from doing so much during the day. So it's a positive note. I'll look at the positive. I'm getting a video done. Okay, so yeah, get enough sleep, exercise, eat well. Yes, I am eating well. Avoid smoking. I haven't smoked since 2010. So yeah, that's a good thing. Excessive alcohol, I don't drink. I haven't drank in 13 years this September. And avoid drugs. I don't take drugs. So that's a good thing. But look, they've put here, this will help protect your mental health and immune system. I'm really glad that they said eating and exercising is really good for your mental health and your immune system, because We're not hearing enough of that. We're seeing lots of bribes out there, you know, if you get immunised, you can have a beer, you can get a free hamburger, all this stuff that are doing nothing for your immune system. But I'm really happy to see a site advocating that. Yay you. Stay connected with others. Look, especially if you're alone, if you're isolated, an online friend of mine told me today she was in lockdown by herself. I think that would be really, really hard. If you are like isolated and by yourself, connect with people. If you've got Facebook friends or Instagram friends, make sure you make that connection. And look, I have noticed more than ever, I put up a post that I'm in lockdown at the moment, and people are posting underneath my posts. They're giving me support, they're giving me love, and I'm feeling really good that people are lifting me up. So if you see somebody post on social media, help them, support them, give them that support, because it's not a great time for people. So lift them up, and put yourself out there too if you feel you need that support. And even if you ask for it, say, you know, please support me, because, you know, it's a good thing. Be kind and compassionate. Well, we sort of went round that. Take a breath. No, in all seriousness, a beautiful friend of mine even today, he sent me a 30-day breathing course, so I can work on my breathing. I've been doing a little bit of body balance, which is like, it's got a bit of yoga, a bit of Tai Chi sort of thing all intertwined. It's not as hard as yoga. I'm not the greatest at it, but I've been finding it's helping me a little bit. I'm going to work on meditation from tomorrow. That's something I'm going to work on. And another friend of mine suggested gospel music. If you're not into gospel music, that's okay. But for me, look, I'm going to be starting to play that tomorrow. So I'm looking at different things so that I've got positive energy going into me rather than a lot of negative energy, because if I'm taking in too much negative energy, it is going to overwhelm me, and my anxiety levels are definitely going to rise, and who wants that? And it does say seek professional advice. Now, obviously, I can't give that advice, especially for people who are in Asia. I don't believe there's any outreach for people. Well, definitely, I don't think so in Vietnam. I could be wrong. But definitely in Western countries, if you're in a Western country, seek help, professional help if the need be. Stay close to your normal routine. Well, you know, as much as you possibly can. If you had some form of a normal routine, and you can work a lot of that in. If not, build another routine. As I said before, I'm trying very hard to build a routine. I've got my exercise, I have my breakfast, I work on my computer, I have my lunch, I watch a movie. I never get those opportunities. Watch the movie. I'll watch a movie, I work on my computer again, I have some dinner. 4 nights a week I'm working online teaching, so I have got that communication with children, which children, they keep me alive. I love working with children, so I've got that connection. But, you know, I've got some form of a routine, so make a routine. It's very vital. That might have been the thing for me come Sunday. Yesterday I had no routine. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe to my channel. Most importantly, love life, live free, and be kind to the #1 person in your life. You.